Alright guys, welcome to the spring seeding project on a hill, or maybe I should call it spring seeding on a hill project. First, the soil got kind of dried out on the top layer, a little bit hard from the rain after I took the blankets off, so I'm going to just scratch it up with a dethatching rake to help the seed get to the soil. Alright, now it's time to put the seed down. I'm using the Scott's Whiz spreader. Since it's a small area, it's actually a lot easier. I think I put it on setting number 5 and just kept going around. It's a small area and I had a bunch of seed left over, so I wasn't going too crazy with the math on this. I just dumped a bunch in, walked around until it looked good. You want a nice even coverage, but you don't want it like too much where it's just piles of seed. You want to avoid overcrowding. So just go around back and forth, and that's it. Alright, now for the peat moss. I love using peat moss when seeding. The seed grows way better underneath it, and it's really easy to see when you need to water more. The kids love playing in the peat moss. That peat moss video I did in the renovation last year, the kids have watched it over and over and over and over again. They think it's hilarious. This time I was trying to keep them from playing in it just because it's on the hill, and if he kicks it around, it's gonna go down the hill instead of just staying in place. But yeah, that didn't work too well. So, oh well, not too big of a deal. It should still all come in fine. And you can see I'm using the Groundskeeper 2 rake again. I love that thing for peat moss and mulch, pretty much everything. Let's see how we did here. This area is all looking good except for the little kids' footprints. This way. Over here's fine. This area is quite the slope, so I'm worried about it washing away. But over here I ran out peat moss, and what are you gonna do? So you can see this little swatch here and the rest. So this is one of those things where I'm doing the best with what I got. I'm not gonna go buy more peat moss. Just gonna see what happens. I can move plugs later with Kentucky bluegrass, so I'll probably have to do that. The rest of it I gotta do when the kiddo's not here. So maybe I'll just put some water down on it. But I'm gonna put tenacity, and then I'm going to put a tackifier, which is, think like Elmer's glue, spraying that on. It'll hold it all together, so hopefully it won't wash out. just measuring out the area so I could get an accurate spray of tenacity. If you put too much down, the grass will turn white, and it will recover eventually, but you know, it's a little freaky and you don't necessarily want white grass. I want green grass, so I'm just measuring to make sure I put down the right amount. "87 feet by 7 feet. You guys do the math for me. How many square feet is that? Alright, now it's time for the tenacity. It's mesotrione, which is the same active ingredient that's in the Scotch starter with weed preventer. I have it for liquid spray. I was trying to kill Nimblewill previously, and you want to read the instructions carefully, and it only takes a tiny bit. So that was a 1/4 teaspoon that I got to put in there for the 500 square feet, I think it came out to be. Rough numbers, you know, I did the math and I forget numbers. But anyways, so you just get it in there, mix it in, trying to get it off the spoon so all of it's there, and then shake it up and spray it down. It's just like any other liquid foliar application, not foliar, soil application. So you don't need any, what's it called, surfactant for soil applications, so don't use it for this. Alright, now for the tackifier. Hydro seeders use this in their mix to keep the hydro seed mix on the slope and keep it from washing out. So I am using the tackifier without all that other stuff and putting it on top. Now, I'll do a more in-depth video on what I learned about this and if it works and all that stuff, but it's pretty similar to any other liquid application. You just put it in, mix it in. The only difference with this one is, I mean, you want to wash out everything after you use it anyways, but this one will gum up your sprayer, so that's why I'm using the cheapo backpack sprayer. So that way, if for some reason it didn't get all washed out, I didn't just destroy my brand new awesome backpack sprayer. So that's what I did. If you want to go for it on your awesome one, go for it. The only con is that thing was super hard to pump. It does feel like it gets thick, and so when you're spraying, it took a lot of pumping and it was hard to pump. It wasn't just like easy pumping like before, so it would have been nice to use the battery operated, but I didn't want to risk it because I don't know if that's designed for spraying thicker material. Alright guys, so that stuff is super thick. I thought I didn't put enough. I almost put more in, but man, I'm glad I didn't. That was so hard to pump that stuff. Hopefully this works, because yeah, I used an ounce for about 500 square feet, and man, you could see the water coming out. It was crystal clear, but the consistency wasn't droplets. It was like they were strung together, and it's pretty wild, so we'll see. Man, my arm is killing me now. I don't go like this much. So there you have it. That's what I did today, and I'm going to have to keep watering it like any normal grass. I gotta find the hose and sprayer because doing it with my finger was not working, and I don't want to turn on the irrigation system just yet, especially because it will water the existing grass, and I don't want fungus and all that stuff, so it's gonna be tricky, but I'm up to the task. Alright, I appreciate you guys watching my videos. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. It's what makes this really enjoyable and fun, making all these videos. And be sure to check out the ones below. Have a great day. Bye.